Welcome to another thrilling episode of Plug-in Deathmatch. In this episode, the Universal Audio LA-2A Silverface versus the Slate Digital FG-2A. Fighting on behalf of Universal Audio is this rather sinister-looking Imperial droid, and fighting on behalf of Slate Digital is this rather cute little fluffy giraffe. Who will win in this fight to the death? Tune in to find out.
Hey, the intro to that video was dedicated to somebody calling themselves Sophie, who commented on my last video saying that I was the most boringest person ever and should delete my channel because it was a complete waste of time. So yeah, I thought what better way to make it exciting than have a deathmatch between Universal Audio LA-2A Silverface and the newly released Slate Digital FG-2A, because clearly they both can't be good and they can't coexist together and both be useful. One of them has to completely annihilate the other and render the other one completely useless. So I'm going to do some gain match comparisons between the two. I have the FG-2A set up here on a couple of buses, and I've got Ledi match gain match, or Ledi mix gain match that I can use for game match comparison. So yep, I'll just run the guitar through the FG-2A and we'll do a game match comparison. So this is processed, and that's unprocessed. Processed. Unprocessed. You've got the emphasis knob here, which allows you to adjust the amount of low frequencies that are coming through. So you reduce that if you don't want the bass to pump the compressor too much. I want to keep it between 3 and 5 dB. So yeah, that's the FG-2A. Load up the UAD version. Before, and that's after. At the end of the video, I'll do some blind tests, A/B, between the two. The main difference, for me anyway, is that there's more audible saturation on the UAD version, and I'll demonstrate that by if I push this much further than here. before, and that's after. So if I push that, and if I go back to the Slate version, and I push it up, you're getting the tone, but you're not getting that saturation, which to me makes this version more desirable than the UAD version, because a lot of times I'll want the gain stage from within the plugin. I find that a lot with UAD plugins is that when you push the gain through them to a certain level, they tend to start to break up and sound a little bit harsh. The UAD Pultec EQs as well do the same thing. And when you're mixing and the volume going into the plugin starts to increase, it can be a little bit annoying sometimes to have to track down what plugin it is. And for me, it's always ended up being either the LA-2A Silverface or Grey from UAD, or the Pultec. So you have to be careful about how you manage the gain going through them. Whereas with the Slate one, you can drive it to 100 and you don't need to worry about it breaking up like that. Now maybe for some people, they want that breakup, but personally, for me, it's an undesirable thing. So I think that Slate wins in that regard. It's before. And that's after. So yeah, I'll put some sort of blind A/B tests at the end here. People can let me know which one they thought was which.